I am not happy. I don't like hybrid builds. They're always a jack of all trades and fail to do the sort of damage that other more focused builds do. But that's not the case with the ShieldBeast builds. They actually work really well. But there is a problem. See, I knew it. There are a few ShieldBeast builds out there from creators like the awesome Babylon Boys and Wids. Both of these split their class trees between the bottom Anomaly power and the top firepower trees, using Anomaly enhancement and the PAX Skill Tree node power overwhelming to convert the high Anomaly power this build generates into firepower.
What?
Firepower, as well as maximising the firepower buff from Twisted Rounds, which scales off Anomaly power. That all sounds great, but for me, and I suspect for many casual players, there is a problem. These builds put out incredible single target damage, allowing them to take down the Arbiters in seconds, but they struggle against packs of enemies and are quite squishy. On top of that, they have typically leaned into Perpetuum trickery, which I'm not that keen on. So I've come up with my own ShieldBeast build that can easily cope with both packs of enemies and single boss fights. And there are three major differences with my build. It is a hybrid build, but I'm leaning into the middle tree so that I can pick up Disruption Shield plus all the buffs to shield degradation. While this does mean that I'm losing out on weapon damage buffs, my shield will be close to 100% all of the time, as a single use of a deception skill will add a 50% shield, plus through lies, deception, another 60% over 4 seconds. This adds great survivability, and through the ShieldBeast gear set bonus, my Anomaly power will be near 100% buff all of the time, which in turn buffs my firepower by 80%. I think that trade-off is worth it. The second thing is the skills that I'm using. The more standard builds pick up a movement skill like Hunt the Prey or Borrow Time, which are then used to trigger Outrider Executioner and Combat Shield's timeline. In my build, I'm picking up Time Rift, which provides another way to trigger Disruption Shield, and through a little bit of pain deals 2.5 million of AoE damage. And finally, there are some mods that I'm using that are different from the other builds. I am buffing my Anomaly power through the pretty standard Anomaly Echo, Power Assimilation, and the WorldSlayer mod Danger Close, but also through Anomalic Caliber and Unstoppable Force, which adds a 30% Anomaly power buff. I'm running Cut Them Deep, which provides a tasty 30% damage buff against elites with Venator's Knife, and if the RNG gods favour me just a little bit, I would also like to run Captain Hunter as an Apocalypse mod, but no luck so far. Hive Cut adds a little bit of AoE damage, as does the great Thunder's Legacy. For Twisted Rounds, I'm running additional mag and body count, which between them mean that when Twisted Rounds drops, it is available again immediately. Now with the brutal RNG in this game, I am still waiting on 3 Apocalypse mods. The aforementioned Captain Hunter, Geiger's Wave, which applies vulnerability, the only status effect not to get nerfed with the expansion, and one of Pain Transfer or self-medication depending on which I need most, damage or survivability. For my weapon, I'm using a Damascus Offering modded with Claymore Torrent, Anomaly Enhancement and Dimensional Rockets, which offer incredible single target damage, as all 4 rockets will home in on it. This is a great weapon for packs of enemies as well, and I would like to get a better weapon for single targets. A tactical AR like this Air to the Desert would be good, but with Dimensional Rockets as the Apocalypse mod. For my PAX tree, I'm picking up Trigger Man for the damage buff, Lies Deception for the shield, Failsafe Protocols for those oh shit moments, Power Overwhelming, and Goals Beyond Understanding, which can make burning elites down that little bit easier. Finally, for Ascension Points, I am focusing on Anomaly Power, Resistance Piercing, Anomaly Damage, Critical Chance, and Damage against elites. This build is a more balanced build that I think is better for us mere mortals who need a little more survivability to run trials, but if this isn't enough survivability for you, then check out this build here.